Divested girl, I rock Chanel 9 boots, and your mammies can't stand me because I'm telling the truth. What's up? My name is Divested Witch, and tonight I want to talk about all of these black males crying online because so many people are saying that Lupita's boyfriend is ugly. And of course, they want to drag Divesters into this. So let's take a listen.
The Divesters. Now, if you guys don't know who Divesters are, Divesters is a set of group of black women who say they want to leave Blackistan or the black community alone to find better options for themselves. But the thing about Divesters, they don't completely detach from the community. It's like they still commentate on things that happen in the black community when they're supposed to be long gone off in the sunset with their non-black partners or whomever.
These dusties love to come online talking about divestors are miserable when everybody else knows otherwise. Us divestors live very comfortable and peaceful lives with our non-black men. See, a lot of these dusties will use our content as examples of us being miserable, but fail to understand, are we supposed to be cheerful and happy when we're sitting here talking about black femicide rates and crime rates in the black community? Does that sound like happy, cheerful topics to you? No, it's not. So shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about the quality of my life or if I'm happy or not. And also, just because I'm a black woman who's married to a non-black man, that doesn't change my DNA, okay? I'm still a black woman, and I have every right to speak on black issues. A lot of you dusty nakers love to use this argument as proof, as divestors are not leaving the black community. I'm fully gone. Divestment starts in your mind, all right? You can live in an all-black community and still be divested because divestment is in your mind first. When you decide that you don't want to fuck with the lowest groups of males on the planet who has done nothing but beat you down and toe tag you every 4.5 hours. I decide who I want to date. I decide who I want in my life. So who the fuck are you to sit up here and tell me as a divester that I haven't left the black community when I don't date men that look like you and I don't allow motherfuckers like you in my life? This is why a lot of you motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up and stop thinking that you can speak for divestors.
Black men and black women was on their ass on black Twitter. So this person said Lupita and Nyong'o is so beautiful and she's dating the ugliest black man I've ever seen. Black women really date down when they get with black men, even when it comes to looks. Now that's crazy.
Is she lying though? Because we constantly see black women who are very attractive getting married or having children with very unattractive black males. Rihanna and Beyonce's situation is different than most black women because the black men that they are with are wealthy and famous. But for the vast majority of black women, not only are they dating unattractive black men, they're also dating black men that don't contribute, don't build, don't provide, and don't protect. Okay, black women are taught by birth to date down. We're taught to speak life into him and you gotta build him up. I ain't building up shit. If you don't have your shit together, I am not interested in you. Okay, that is why these nakers and mammies have such a problem with divestors and call us elitists when we have very basic standards. I don't want a man who's unemployed. I don't want a man that doesn't have his own place. I don't want to fuck with no man that doesn't have his own vehicle. Like, these to me are very basic standards. I'm not requiring my man to look like Brad Pitt. I'm not requiring that he makes millions of dollars a year. I have very realistic standards. But a lot of black women have very low standards when it comes to dating men, period. Okay? Not only are they dating ugly, unattractive black males, they're dating black males that don't have jobs, are uneducated, unambitious, okay? Comfortable sitting in her house all day playing PlayStation and Xbox while she works 2 jobs to put food on the table, okay? Black women are taught this, but meanwhile, Becky, Ling Ling, and Esmeralda's communities, they're not teaching their little girls this. They're teaching their little girls to practice hypergamy. So what this person said in this tweet is 1,000% correct.
And she continued to say, Blackistan never uplifts dark-skinned black women. They expect us to uplift ugly black men. The Tyrams and their humpback mules have found this tweet. Give me all the smoke. I don't care. That man is ugly. Now, black men never uplift us dark-skinned black women. What? That's so crazy. Do you know the love that we give to Lupita? Do you know the love that we give to Lauryn Hill? Do you know the love we give to Missy Elliott? Do you know the love we give to Naomi Campbell? Do you know the love we give to Naomi Banks? Do you know the love we give to Jada Fire? Like, what you talking about, man?
Black men love to use Lupita as an example of black love, talking about, well, I think she's attractive. See, we support dark-skinned women. We support black women with dark skin and all this stuff like that. But what they fail to understand is Lupita has very Eurocentric facial features, okay? You can't sit up here and say you support black women, but then every black woman that you find attractive literally could pass as a white woman if you remove the skin color. In our society that is very Eurocentric, dark-skinned women who have European facial features are often revered as more beautiful than women that do not. I'm not saying that this is fair. This is the reality that we live in. This is why I also look at men in a side-eye type manner when they say, I love black women, but they're only picking the black women who have European features. Okay? Look at what Lupita looks like when you remove her skin color. You can see in the face that she can easily pass for a Latina woman or a white woman. It's because she has European facial features, also referred to as king-like facial features. They will sit up here talking about how much they love black women, but pick the most whitest looking black women they possibly can. Okay? And also, what makes you think as a black male that you are exempt from the same beauty standards? So now that Lupita has been accepted into the high ranks of European society and has met the standards of beauty according to European standards of beauty, now all of you black males want to come up here and say, oh yeah, I want her too. They only want black women when the white man has deemed her as beautiful. Lupita has a brief history of dating white men. She was actually dating her co-star from the movie 12 Years a Slave, Irish actor Michael Fassbender. While filming this movie, he fell absolutely head over heels in love with her, and he wanted to take things to the next level. But unfortunately, she did not. So she went from dating men who looked like this to dating men who looked like that. Okay? So it's quite obvious that a lot of black women are not going to be happy about this at all. Okay, major downgrade. Black men are the most delusional and the most hypocritical in the world. They will sit up here calling black women with African features ugly. But then they will turn around and have those same features themselves and expect black women to refer to them as attractive. Lupita's new boyfriend isn't fugly fugly like this man in this picture, but he's certainly not a top-notch supermodel as well. And he does not match what is considered attractive according to today's standards of beauty. Black males using shaming tactics and thinking that they're going to convince divesters that this man is attractive is equivalent to James Charles trying to convince straight men that they're gay. Not only are y'all wasting your time, it's never going to happen. Black males have never supported black women unless they have white-looking European features, and now they want support from us. Because now they're the ones being called ugly. Now they're the ones who are getting ripped to shreds online for not being attractive. They're getting a dose of their own medicine. A lot of these black males want to go, well, y'all keep making comments about his looks. What about his character? These are the same black males who will bring their jealous, bitter asses to divested spaces. And the first thing they want to talk about is the way our non-black men look. All right. My husband has been called a slave owner and racist when my husband has never owned slaves. His grandparents has never owned slaves. His great-great-grandparents. Matter of fact, most white people can go back several generations and their families have never owned slaves. But because he's white, these motherfucking dusty motherfuckers are sitting up here calling him a slave owner. Okay? Sitting here calling him a racist when he's married to a black woman. What fucking sense does that make? That shows you how low their IQ level is. Okay? Because if my man was a racist, he certainly wouldn't be with a black woman. All right. But yeah, they'll bring their asses to divested spaces. And the first thing they want to talk about is the way our non-black men look. And they don't know a damn thing about our boyfriends and our husbands. All right. So does that sound like they're judging a man based on their character or judging a man based on the way they look? All right? So miss me with the bullshit. Black males have gaslighted and lied to black women by telling them that they are the most desired groups of males on the planet when they cannot even come close to comparing to non-black males, okay? Non-black males got them beat on every motherfucking category, from looks to economics to intelligence. So don't sit online crying about divestors because black women are coming forward and saying that they don't find you attractive. Divested girl, I rock Chanel 9 boots, and your mammies can't stand me because I'm telling the truth.